Oh man, so things just continue to get crazy and crazy for Diddy. The last time we spoke on him, he put his foot down kinda in regards to the fourth lawsuit so far, with a woman claiming that when she was 17 in 2003, Diddy, Hart, and the unidentified individual, a man, gang raped her. After she met up with him, was lured there low-key by Hart in the studio. It got a little wild, but it's a lot of details that has people, as you see in the title, especially the ladies, calling this woman out because they smelling some bullshit on this situation right here. That's what the ladies are saying. You feel me? I'm in no position to pick a side, but I love coming to y'all with what the culture, the community is saying, and we're gonna have a discussion based on that point. But first thing first, this is one interesting thing that I gotta say about this right here. So Megan kinda pointed out this shit is really crazy. She said the same lawyers who represented Cassie in her quickly settled lawsuit against Diddy have sued him again, this time on behalf of a woman who's staying anonymous. This complaint has a trigger warning on the front page too, just like Cassie's did. Now this is the woman who claimed that when she was 17 years old in 2003, Diddy and two other men, including Hart, who has his own separate lawsuit, they gang raped her. All right, okay. So this right here says this: number 7, unlike many victims who have come forward after decades, Ms. Doe can prove that she not only met Mr. Combs on the night in question, but was in his studio in New York City with him on that night. Remember when viewing these, Ms. Doe was 17 years old. It says on the evening in question, Ms. Doe was with friends in a lounge when she was approached by who she later learned was Mr. Pierre. The 17-year-old girl was in a lounge with a man named Hart. How? I don't freaking know. But Mr. Pierre was with his own friends, including the third assailant. Mr. Pierre, the third assailant, and their friends were dressed in suits. Mr. Pierre repeatedly complimented Ms. Doe's appearance, saying that she was hot, among other things. He then began talking about his self-described best friend and brother, Mr. Combs. Specifically, Mr. Pierre continually stated that Mr. Combs would love to meet Ms. Doe. That's crazy. Like, that's crazy. Like, homie, like, how you just gonna put your homie on the hood? I don't want to call it a hoe. I'm just talking to my Miami draw. But how you gonna put your homie on the little chick just like that? Saying, oh, he gonna love to meet you. That's how dudes be trying to use they homie that got more clout name to get some draws. Like, that's how they do it, just like that. Like, my homie would love to meet you, bro. Ben and Don got a great skit about that shit. I might put a clip in it real quick.
No, I'm with it right now. Big bro, I got like 50 hoes downstairs. They ready for you.
Bro, I don't care nothing about them bitches, bro. I'm gambling, bro.
There's some bad ones down there.
I don't give a damn about them hoes, bro.
Whenever you just let me know who you want, and I got you, all right? I'm finna bring him down there now. I already told Savage about you. He ready to meet you and everything. Right. But he like you. I can vouch. You just gotta do something for me. Like what? Come here right here. Who? Yeah, I promise he gonna like you. I don't know where you learned that at, but I love.
Yeah, but something like that. But so Mr. Pierre even called Mr. Combs and put Miss Doe on the line. Mr. Combs told Miss Doe that he would love to meet her and that she should accompany Mr. Pierre to New York City in a private jet. Shortly thereafter, Mr. Pierre directed Miss Doe to go with him into the bathroom at the lounge. Once inside the bathroom, Mr. Pierre began to smoke crack cocaine from what appeared to be an aluminum can. Damn, crack from aluminum can? Goddamn, my boy. So after he finished smoking crack, Mr. Pierre suddenly took out his penis, demanded that Miss Doe suck his slab, and forced Miss Doe's head down to perform oral sex on him. After SAing Miss Doe, Miss Pierre directed her to accompany him, the third assailant and the third member of their group, to an airport, Pontiac, Michigan, where Signature, a fixed-base operator, had prepared a private jet to take the 4 of them to New York City. All right, okay, hell no. I ain't read all that the first time. I'ma keep it G with y'all. Hell no. What this is a straight up money grab. I didn't read all that the first time. I didn't read all that. So you tell me, like, okay, she was underage, but ain't no part of this conversation was I'm underage. You're in a club where adults are, the man pulls up on you, say you look good, they use his homie for clout, and then you end up in the bathroom with him, he do his little drugs, and then you end up giving him a head. How you ended up giving him a head, based on what you're saying that he forced you to do this. But then after that point, you end up following him and his friend on a private jet to go see Puffy. And that's where all them pictures and shit come from. So this is post you being forced to suck slab in the bathroom after watching the man do crack cocaine. No, I ain't going for this, bro. I'm not going for this, bro. This one, nah. Yeah, you may have been 17 years old at this point in time, but you were a willing participant in this shit, from what I'm saying. Allegedly, I'm gonna say, I don't know how to legally maneuver around this shit, but it seems like, based on my opinion, my interpretation of the situation, of the Spody of the double-ish angel, don't seem like an angel at all, by the way, is that she was a willing participant based on what's going on so far, and she's adding a little razzle dazzle on the story, saying like she was assaulted. This sounds crazy as hell, bro. Let me know if I'm tripping in the comment section below, you feel me? The other situations, the Cassie one, them just sound wild. But this one right here, I don't know. But like I told y'all, even, I don't know if the ladies have read this, but just looking at the pictures alone, let's get to this. So the Shade Room just released the pictures alone. This is the woman, once again, face blurred out, sitting on Puffy's lap, short skirt. The cheeks is in the streets on that man's lap. Might as well call that boy Diddy Santa Claus. Might as well call him Diddy Claus. And all this is post sucking slab in the bathroom. When you seen the man do crack cocaine and you claim that he forced you to do this against your will, but then you ended up getting on let's go back to what you did after that point. Got on a private jet, followed them, got on a private jet, just left your friends get on a private. Okay, boy. I was just telling my lady the other day, that's why sometimes it's best to just get married, and it's probably better to deal with cheating allegations rather than rape allegations, because this is crazy. All right, this woman right here says she's 17, sitting on a grown rich nigga lap, shaking my head. She knew what she was doing. Why were you there at 17? He was 34. You knew what you were getting into. I'm not hearing it. That's another woman. All right. So this woman right here says, before y'all start, remember, it's not illegal for a young girl to want to date a grown man. It is, however, illegal for a grown man to date a young girl. Remember that when y'all blame a child, being grown or not, the adult has a greater responsibility to do what's right. Y'all know how to avoid all this. Stop dealing with little girls. Don't matter if she's throwing herself at you. You know she's a minor. Even if her body looks grown, her conversation is much of a teenage girl. Okay, how do you know that? I don't know. But all right. I'm saying, how does this person know that her conversation is of a teenage girl? I guess she's assuming that maybe she speaks to like a girl, whatever. I do agree that fellas need to be diligent when it comes to this shit. Protect yourself, especially if you got that bread. You got to protect yourself even more, because you can't leave nothing up to any type of interpretation for any wild shit. You gotta go the extra mile, because these people are gonna try to trick you off these streets or trick some money out your damn pocket. Please, fellas, please. You can't leave it up for nothing. Don't take no risk, man. I do agree with that point, but in regard to this specific situation right here, I'm not going for the grape stuff. Statutory, yeah. But as far as brutal, no, I'm not going for it. I'm not going for any brutal thing going on so far from what I see. So this woman says victim shaming is crazy. She was 17 and he's P. Diddy. Of course, she wanted to flirt with him and be all in. She's 17. No one makes good decisions at 17. Y'all sick. I agree. But at the same time, when it comes to statutory, maybe it's something there. But the brutal stuff, I'm not going for it. The deception is one thing, but fellas, once again, you do have to do your due diligence. Do not get caught up in these situations. All right. So this lady says, why did you wait 20 years? I just want to know. This person says all the weapons formed against Diddy seems to have prospered. No matter how fast you think a child is, an adult should know better. Can no child convince me to be with them? Shake my head, you're sick. She doesn't seem to be uncomfortable sitting in his lap with the skirt on, though. Post watching the man. I gotta keep driving this point on. This, based on her lawsuit, this is after being forced to suck slab of a man that just did crack cocaine out of an aluminum can, and then going and getting on a private jet with the man and his friends in they suits or some shit, acting like she got recruited by the Men in Black. You fuck. All right. All this victim shaming is crazy. It's like two victims though. It's like two victims. It's like the men are victims and she's victim. So it's like everybody's evil in the situation. Yes, like man, this is tough because yes, the woman, 17 years old, you're not fully developed mentally. But when it comes to now though, like all right, okay. I don't want to make this video and remove responsibility from the men. I gotta make sure fellas understand this is a risk that you put yourself out there for if you're living life just wild and free, you know, smashing everything, walking with no respect for yourself, your situation, and protecting yourself. You gotta protect yourself, and Diddy wasn't protecting himself. He was being loose. He didn't have respect for his own legacy. He didn't have respect for his own brand, because if he was being more diligent, this situation wouldn't never happen. It wouldn't be possible, because he'll be making sure he could check every single person that comes through his doors. As a man out there, if you're a fella, especially with one with something to lose, I suggest that you move in a way that you don't let shit go unchecked. Every woman you deal with, you better vet her. Because if anything that ever comes back on you, it's on you. This is your fault. That's how the law is going to treat you. That's how any possible people that want to do business with you is going to treat you. Yeah, some fellas may feel sorry for you because we know the situation that you may be in. We get it. But the world don't give a fuck. It doesn't owe you any understanding. All the opportunities that you have in life is a blessing. And you don't want to ruin that blessing by being negligent and letting something like this happen to you. So that's the case if Diddy was fooled by this 17-year-old girl. If he was fooled by her. If he wasn't fooled, if he was well aware that she was 17, then he's just a nasty nigga. At this point in time, when watching all this shit that's happening, I'm just convinced that Diddy's a nasty nigga. So nothing is changing my mind state as far as how I perceive Diddy. He's a nasty nigga in my mind. That's what it's come down to. But when it comes down to far as the claims on case-by-case basis, this one specific one right here, I think this girl was a willing participant. Based on what I'm seeing, I think she was a willing participant. She was being fast. And now she's seeing that she has the opportunity for a money grab because she has pictures of her being there. So now she's exaggerating or just making up things that happened as far as the details of what led to her being in these situations. I think she was consensual, but statutory rape may still be a thing. But from what we see, she don't want no criminal charges being put on Diddy or Hart. She don't want that. She wants money. So to continue with some more comments from some ladies, this lady says, she kept the pictures and now decided to say something. If you were a victim, why wait till Cassie says something? After this, we're going to get into what some of my subscribers are saying. They give some insight, but this one right here, this is the last one from the Shade Room. This person says, some of y'all may have missed the point where it says she was drugged. Then others are saying, if she was drugged, why was she posing for pics? There are many forms of drugs that impairs you. You don't have to be passed out to be considered drugs. Shaking my head. I really hate y'all. I'm scared for the children who have moms, dads, uncles, and aunts and cousins who label a teenager as being fast instead of holding adults accountable. This is scary. I don't care if she lied about her age in the presence of a celebrity. To be gang raped is insane at any age. Then people are questioning why it took so long for her to come out. Well, she's an adult now. Y'all are dragging her to filth. Imagine coming out back then. Woo, she never recovered. At 17, I'm sure she was afraid to come out. Cassie probably made her feel comfortable to share her experience until you've been a victim of sexual assault. Please don't speak out when it's appropriate to share your story. Okay. Those things can be true. It's her account of the story, but you just have to understand that it sounds fishy. It sounds fishy. She can't be drugged, but it sounds fishy. She could say anything. She could say anything. How can they prove that she was drugged? How can they prove that? How can they prove that? Okay, so like I said, I want to check out some comments from some of my subscribers and talk about them real quick. But I know y'all see the shirt, man. Listen, we going from SLOB to GAWD. Bruh, I was fat as hell. I was at 274 pounds, but for the past 2 months since starting this program, I've been working hard and eating clean, and I've managed to drop all the way down to 245 pounds so far. But I'm not done though, I'm just getting started, and you can be a part of the process, my brother or my sister, whoever you are. Homie, I'm telling you right now to hop on this journey with me. See, with the purchase of any SLOB to GAWD t-shirt or hoodie, you'll receive the exact workout plan and meal plan that helped me lose 30 pounds in just 2 months, and you'll be able to follow along on my way to my goal zone. Hit the link in the description or the pinned comment to go to the SLOB to GAWD website and follow me at SLOB to GAWD on all social media accounts to follow the daily process. Join the movement. Let's unlock our potential and go from SLOB to GAWD. Alright, so this lady right here says a lot of girls lied about their age back in the day, but a lot of dudes didn't ask our ages too. I was always mistaken as a grown woman because I've lost them early in life. I got a couple of lawsuits too, but I ain't opened my legs nor did anyone force me to do anything. I actually thought it was normal talking to older dudes because in high school, a lot of us had boyfriends in college. So what she's saying is being like sarcastic, saying I got a couple lawsuits too, saying that anyone, a lot of women could just say I got a lawsuit because this person did this to me, and you could exaggerate the situation. You can exaggerate it because it was kind of normal when I grew up to see. You don't know any better, because I guess that's the point. As a child, you don't know any better, but it was kind of normal to see dudes pull up. I say this in so many videos. Dudes pull up with dunks in Carol City to pick up girls that I flirted with in high school. We get out of school, teachers parking lot. Oh, the dudes pulling up to pick them up. Shit was crazy, but it was normal. All we did was we just felt like, damn, I can't compete with that. That's crazy. Damn. You kept it pushing. You didn't think it was any grape going on. I think I eventually learned about statutory grape at some point in time. And then I was like, it's kind of weird what these niggas doing. But I can only imagine how much more things like that was accepted before. Person says, unpopular take, but people getting paid for sneaking out their mommy and daddy house, landing themselves in positions their parents warned them about. Okay. This lady says, girl, you walk your happy behind to his office knowing your age. Okay. This lady says, okay, Cass might have had a case, but these women coming out 20 years later and may or may not have lied about their age. No one should be able to claim SA after 20 years. There are sadly so many women making claims that it no longer seems true. Mess things up for actual victims. And this dude right here says something similar to me. No cap, even in high school, all the pretty girls were dating way older dudes, anywhere from 19 to 26. They was fast at my school doing grown activities. A girl got jealous her ex-boyfriend had another girlfriend and she shot him in the head on his B-day. Girls be acting grown at a very young age. That is true. Now, we're not saying that none of this is right. I don't think it's right. Now that I know better, I do better. But what I'm saying what's going on is that as we do better, we are going to recorrect the past. And people who are in situations where they are the assumed victim of those situations, they are trying to be compensated from the situations, where in reality, many of them were very complicit. The story that they're painting nowadays just doesn't match the actual energy that was going on back then. So, with that being said, looking at this lawsuit, many people, including myself, are calling BS because the chain events don't make sense for someone taken advantage of, taken against her will, drugged, all these things. It doesn't make sense. The actuality is the only reason that she has to say that she was drugged is to make sense of these photos where she looks like she's very chill, you know, taking pictures, hanging out, end up getting on the plane after finding out that dude was cool with Puffy and giving him dome in the bathroom after allegedly seeing him do drugs and stuff like that. So basically saying she had to be drugged in between that time. Let me read this one more time. I want to read this one more time to see if she describes anything being placed in her drink, being drugged before she got to that point. Okay, as I'm reading through this, it just looked like it was compliments. They went to the bathroom. He did the drugs and then asked her for some oral sex. She performed it on him, and then they went to the plane. I don't know, man. We're gonna leave this right here. I believe I said what I needed to say. I said enough. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. But before we get up out of here though, make sure y'all go ahead and head over to the SLOB to GAWD website down in the description below. Check out the merch on there. Any merch on there gives you access, immediate access to the workout plan and the meal plan that I am using. And also make sure you go ahead and follow me on SLOB to GAWD on Instagram and TikTok. If you trying to or you have any questions about the workout plan, the whole program to lose this weight like me, DM me. I'm responding to everybody, anybody as quick as I can so I can help you out and give y'all the answers that you need. I got them. Let me know. Let's hop on this journey together. It's your boy Stacy. I'm out.
Don't forget to show Stacy some love by smashing the like button. Enjoy.